No matter how many times you paint pictures, you never mix up enough. No matter how many times you think you've got enough paint there, you never mix enough of it. Seems to disappear. Right. I'm carrying on wiggling this paint around, literally it's wiggling the paint around in order to get what I need, redrawing things if they're too light or too dark. And it begins to come slowly. It's quite time consuming because doing it too fast, you'll get muddled. We all get muddled. We don't know where we are, we don't know what leaf we're on. I'm sure Monet got muddled too. He didn't know where he was. When he looked up, he said, "Where on earth's that leaf gone?" I'm sure he said that to himself. We'll just keep on. I think this is slightly lighter. We're going to add a bit of yellow to it. Some of this yellow here. It's all nicely mixed for us. And let's see what happens with there. Is that too light? No, I think that's fine. We'll just add some. I would expect what this is not weed. I expect it's the reflection of the trees behind. In fact, I don't expect, I'm pretty certain that's what it is. These leaves of the trees and reflecting in the water. Keep moving around. If it's too light, we'll change it. We'll glaze it. These little squiggles really make this picture. It doesn't seem very much, but they really do make the picture. It makes it come alive. What else is there to do? I still think we can add some colours. We can add some more pinks. There's a lot more pinks in here. Let's add those things. There, we've got a pink mixed up, which won't, of course, be any good because it's dried. Clean the brush a bit. We'll add some white to this, and we'll add a bit of this red and see what we can do with that. That's certainly, I think, the right colour. I'm going to use this drawing brush because I think that's what it needs. Right. See these kind of lines around here, a little bit of squiggles. Certainly there's one here, and there's this movement across there. None there. There's a slight mark there. I think better put that in. Certainly there's here, here, and here, and here. This will bring a touch of warmth to it. Where's this bit? There's that bit there. Okay, and then there's this bit coming around here. Okay, that's there, here, 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 and there. We've got this lovely swirl of leaf here, which is missing the orange. What am I talking about? The pink. There we go. And then there's a lovely swirl here, which is definitely missing it. That'll draw us out the leaf there, and it comes around here. And that's certainly pinkish there. There's a pink line here and a bit there. There's certainly a bit there. And there's a little squiggle perhaps joining up there and a tiny touch there. So what else have we got? Anything else? I think what we'll do is to calm these down a bit. They're a bit red. We'll just calm them down with a touch of this pink. And there's that little bit there. We'll just put that in. This is actually a bit wrong up here. I need some more leaves on it, so I'm just going to mix the colour I mixed on here and put some more leaves down on here. They sort of forming down the bottom here. That little flower comes down further than the flower. Right. Okay, that's certainly down to there. And we'll just add a bit of nonsense at the top with paint. A little bit of flecking about. Just adding bits, taking away some of the light bits that don't really exist and replacing them with a tone that does exist. I still think, I think that might be a bit darker. Let's add some more violet to it. Got some blue here, let's add some real colour to these things. Well, that's quite nice, I like that. And that can just go into, it'll give me a bit of punch, I think. In fact, it'll give me a lot of punch. When you're copying Monet, you have to rely, of course, on what you have in front of you. And if you look at some of the Monet pictures in the internet, the colour changes are so great, you begin to wonder what picture you're painting, because they are so different. So it's really a question of saying, would he have used those colours? How strong would they be? Because they can vary enormously. This seems to be okay. I'm just adding bits of dark on here just to give me a variation. And there's some nice bits here, variant colours. This is really quite strong purple I'm using. Using this downward movement again, this whirling movement. This is bringing in the colours. This is what I wanted to see. What we don't see when we first start painting. These lovely strong colours. And there's a bit there, and we'll take that down a bit, we'll make that right. There's a bit here, there's nice big blobs of it, colour here. What else can we do to make this more Monet-esque? Just keep on painting, I suppose. Where do you stop? Actually, it's a hard question. It's just hard to know when to stop. It is when to start. And it's a question really of how much time you've got, how much time do you want to spend on doing it, and whether you think it looks finished. And I'm not certain if anybody knows that. Any artist really knows when they finish something. And some artists can carry on, like Leonardo da Vinci, with the Mona Lisa, carry on painting it for years and years. A bit excessive perhaps, but he did. And so where do you stop? I don't know. But stop you have to. And I think I'll do one thing. Now it's dry, I'll do one thing. I'm going to glaze one or two of the areas to bring out the colour. And I'm going to glaze it with a bit of ultramarine blue, which we've almost run out of. Let's just get some ultramarine blue. I'm going to glaze it over, and I'm going to have a touch of alizarin crimson with it, to make it a bit purpley. And let's see if that's not too dark. No, I think that's okay. I'm just going to glaze it all over. And I'm going to be quite brave. I'm going to glaze over some of these things as well. See how thin the watery paint is. But these are just a bit light, so I'm going to just calm them down. Just calm them down slightly with this glaze. We'll go over some of these areas. That's a bit the wrong tone, so we'll just glaze this down very slowly, very gently, so it's not quite so obvious. some bits and pieces that need doing there. We'll take this down a bit too, just a bit, so it's not quite so strong in colour. And what else do we need? Perhaps just a bit down here, just round things, just a bit, just to give a bit more subtlety to it, or a bit strong. Let's take it off with the cloth. That's it. As I said before, you can carry on almost indefinitely painting little bits, detail, more detail, more detail. And knowing when to stop is a big decision. Sadly, we run out of time, but I think it works. It looks like what we're copying. And I hope you enjoy painting the images I've got in the book as much as I've enjoyed painting them for you. So it's from Noel Gregory. Goodbye.
Now available to buy. Try these techniques at home whenever you wish. The extended DVD of today's workshop and the book that accompanies this series are now available from the Painting and Drawing channel. For further information and to order your copy, go to www.paintingdrawingchannel.com.